and then your person that you got the brown paper bag from is just bullshit. And yeah, I mean, I get that. Like,
but that's bad character.
That's bad. It's bad business.
Yeah.
Business period. But like, yeah, it's a normal thing from what I heard. So I don't know.
So it should be an acceptable practice in the industry.
I didn't say it should be acceptable. I just said it's a normal thing.
Okay.
It's not out of ordinary.
What we're talking about is if an independent artist accepts payment for verses through the DM, and then they don't deliver on the verses, or the consumer feels as if the verses are subpar, or they can match them up, that you gave somebody else this verse too. Yeah. Is that a character or bad business?
Bad business.
Okay. Let's jump off into this week then.
Let's get it going. All right, man. We in the building.
Okay. Sammy's back from his celebratory Diddy incarceration party that he's been having.
For the people that don't know, Sammy has been campaigning for P. Diddy to get 5 years or better. He's been spearheading the movement for.
I'm sorry for interrupting you, but let's rehash that right there.
Okay.
You said what the original conversation was after he got convicted of what he got convicted of. How much time do you think he's going to get? And what was my original answer?
10 years.
No, I said 5. I said both those.
Go on and watch how it plays out.
Go ahead.
I said both those counts carry a 5-year maximum, 5-year max. I said I believe he's gonna get 5. That's all I said. But y'all kept saying that I want him to get 5.
You did.
But I think the reason why we're saying 10, Sammy, is because you said that you wanted it for each count, and that's and like what you saying, and that's where the problem starts at. Because we were saying that now that means that you want them box card.
How do y'all backpedal so fast on the bike right now? How do y'all backpedal? Y'all like a cornerback.
We advancing what you saying, because you said that the original conversation was when he was found guilty.
Mm-hmm.
How much time did you think he should get?
And I said,
and you said 5 years, but we're saying our argument is you said 5 years for each count.
No, I said no.
That's
I'll go back and I'll
that's all I'll
go back and I'll find the original conversation,
because we had the whole conversation about box card. That's what we were saying.
That's where the conversation comes from, Sammy. That's all we saying.
Because y'all thought he was just going to get out, and I was like, no, he's not. If they kept him there that long,
we did because we said time served. We said
wanted him to get time served. You're absolutely right.
He would be sentenced to something that could be time served. That was what we said. You're right.
So you need to take what he just said right there. We wanted him to get time served. I never wanted him to get 5 years. I said, my opinion, I think he's going to get 5 years.
You were like 2 years for each, and he should get 5 years.
No, like he just
I
said.
I never said should. I said I think.
He said each count carries 5 years. So that's what he was saying. 5 and 5.
Well, Sammy, how about this? You were right. Let's give Sammy a round of applause.
Yeah.
Where my round of applause? Sammy got it right. Devano, bravo. What Nino Brown said at the wedding, bravo. You got it right, brother. He's gone. He's on his way to Butner with Kels.
We're hoping. We're hoping.
Well, I ain't hoping nothing, but ain't there a loose one up in the Poconos or something like that?
No, Butner the best place for him to be.
Yeah, I know. You told me they didn't have.
That's like a college campus.
Shit like that.
They got it laid out.
No, but
do you think 50 months was harsh, or do you think it was fair?
I think he
just honestly.
I think he could have did. I think he could have did something more or less that was you know what I'm saying. He could have got. He would have had to do, you know what I'm saying, 6 months, something like that. He would have had to do 6 to 8 months in prison. I think that should have been his sentence.
But his Ari almost did what, a year and some change?
14 months.
14 months.
So he gonna get out in what, 2 years?
Pretty much, because they say a year is like 10 months.
Because they were saying they was like he got to do 85% of it. So if he got to do 85% of that, they was like that's gonna take off like 8 months. So if you say they take off 8 months, he already did 14 months. That's damn near 24 months. That's almost 2 years right there of the 50. And then if he take a program or something, he might get some more time off. So more than likely by the end of 2027. He should be coming home.
And my cousin was like, yo, man, that's fair time, so he can't even really appeal it.
Bullshit.
I was trying to, I thought that was.
He can appeal it because he took it to trial.
I'm going to tell you, like, an old black man told me, don't go down there playing with them white folks. don't go down there playing with them white folks. Do not do that. Don't do that. That's not good for you. It's not going to end up good.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? If they give you a slap on the wrist, take it, man. But if you don't, you know what I'm saying?
Now, Nut, I have to go on to 2 points he put in the group chat yesterday. You said, I was hoping for his demise. and I said, demise. I said, that man self-destructed himself. If you a mogul like that.
I found out.
I will say that.
And then the other one was, I don't want to repeat it, but there was a person in South Africa.
It is, man.
That you compared them to. And I was like, no, that's not even close.
It is, man. For us, Sammy, Diddy is, they're it, man.
Diddy's a political prisoner?
Come on, Sammy, stop.
Of course I was exaggerating, Sammy. Of course I was exaggerating, Sammy. Of course I was exaggerating. But they did it. That's what our frustration is with Dame, I feel like. Yeah, Dame, you did it by your rules and all that stuff. But yet and still, the thing is, you know what I'm saying? You still got to play by their rules to a certain point, bro. That's just how this thing works. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can bend the rules and get in, and then we can change a few things. But for the most part, we got to play the rules by how the game is set up, man. And he did it. Yeah, all the bullshit. I ain't talking about the bullshit, Sammy. I'm talking about him being a music executive.
He did. He set the standard.
He did it the way that he did it. It's like I said, you don't agree with my argument with they have bad character anyway. Why do they have bad character? Because they continued the same bullshit ass practices that the white man did with their artists. When they had a chance to be fair, they didn't be fair. Everybody's artists complain, but you still got to give them credit for building their shit up from the street to where they built it to.
Oh, yeah.
That's all that I'm saying.
Okay, I get that.
You want a rebuttal to
that? Excuse me. The rebuttal was for that. One of the things he started was bad deals with this artist, though.
But were they really bad deals, though? Now,
they were paid salaries.
They weren't
paid off their album sales. They were paid salaries.
We can't do that.
He didn't start it, Sammy. He didn't start it. He did the same thing any other music exec would have done, because that's what I'm saying. He had the chance to say Bad Boy won't operate how all the essential places, how they operate. We won't operate like that, but they chose to. He chose to. That's what you just said. He started the bad deals. No, he didn't.
He didn't start it, but
every record company has signed somebody to a bad deal unless that person went in there and they were business first. That's the history of the recording industry.
So case in point, the Locks. Mm-hmm. Most of his hit songs, who wrote them? Either Jada or Styles, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they had to Scream On, go to Hot 97, Scream On dude, and have dude come up there, and then finally gave him back his masters. Yo, your record label had been kind of below ground. You renamed it. You started only putting albums out yourself and whatnot. And then you said when you figured out you was in deep water, He was like, all right, everybody can come get their masters, but you got to sign an MDA.
Right.
Well, me personally, hold on, let me step in here.
All right.
I think he really only did that because those hits were for 30 years. The money that he was making off of that catalog, he ain't making that much money off of it no more. So why not sell it back to him? When it was the hits and they was in all the movies and all this and all that, that's when he was eating. That's when he built
That's
himself.
when everybody's complaining about the having their masters. Sammy, that's what I'm saying. You already had signed him to a bad contract. If you wanted some good out of this, in my opinion, what he should have did, he should have signed him to a 5-year contract where he owns the masters. And after 5 years, the masters reverts back to them. Because, like B is saying, in 5 years, they still get to get some of the money when the song could be hot. Because at this time, the music industry is moving into the artist should be more of a business person. So when they get their masters back, they should know how to put their music in other places. That's all that I'm saying, Sammy.
Everybody's supposed to get their masters back after 25 years.
35.
35?
But who lives that long?
That's the common practice. That's a fucked up practice to start with, Sammy. You're saying that Puffy started it. I'm just saying, no, he didn't.
He's only doing what he was taught. That's what I think. What's that old white man that Diddy was working with?
Clive.
That's what Clive taught him the game. Clive walked him in the room. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, look, they showed him the game.
No, a dude from Uptown showed him the game.
He surpassed him.
Yeah, he did. He did. But no, the one thing I was trying to go over was it was the fact that he said, come get your masters back. It's not selling your masters back, but if you get your masters back from me, you got to sign the non-disclosure. Right. That's when when he jumped off into the 100 feet water and
but that's
started
like you're
drowning.
saying, yeah, shit is fucked up. I don't need these bad character references against me. I don't need these. That's why I need you to sign this NDA.
That's all covering this track.
Because for now, you've been complaining, the last 10, 15 years, you've been complaining about not having your masters. This is not going to look good if I'm about to go into a sexual assault case. It don't make me look good as a businessman. But what I'm saying is you have bad business character anyway.
But why was it known that if you come back and get your masters, you can't talk about me ever again? That's why a couple of them didn't do it. They was like, yeah, I want to let people know what you've been doing.
No, for the most part, they were like, nah, it ain't no money in it.
Yeah, true.
Like, I don't know what, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Danity Kane, them motherfuckers, that shit was passed. Who gives a fuck about
Day
your
26.
masters? Yeah, who gives a fuck about your masters? Like, he should have been gay, y'all.
Let me say it like this, though. Just what I'm saying is this. Imagine how much money Diddy was getting for the Benjamins to be in the beginning of that movie all about the Benjamins by Ice Cube.
And the Locks, And
the Locks probably got
$1,000,
$1,500, and Diddy probably got $100,000. Anytime that song is at the beginning or the ending of the movie, they got the most of that budget.
Didn't he do the whole Bad Boys 2 soundtrack
But listen what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this. Those songs aren't getting those same placements now as they were then. So even like it's like the stock went down.
You saying big albums?
It's but so many times they can repackage the same product. Sammy, you get what I'm saying?
I'm saying the original ones, you know what I'm saying?
That's fine, but what I'm saying is this. How many movies do you hear Biggie playing in?
Right.
How many TV shows do you hear Biggie playing in? And a lot of Biggie music was sampled music. So, again.
The money breakdown.
I'm trying to think of a Biggie song that you would hear.
That's what I'm saying.
It was on a movie probably 30 years ago. You're not hearing it on no current stuff. Most people got their own soundtracks for their own TV shows.
And even if they do, think about what he said. It's a sample song. Yeah. So the Biggie estate ain't even getting that much of the money anyway. That's why it's so important that when it was hot, for them to have their masters. That's why I said, if you wanted to look good, essentially. You should have signed them to deals where they get their masters back in 5 years.
Every single Bad Boy had during their heyday was a sample of another song.
Warning would be a song that I know I would hear out in a movie. I know I've heard Warning.
But
think about that.
How often do you
That's
hear
a
it?
small placement of somebody that whoever wrote that movie, they're trying to create a feeling. So that's why Warning is in there.
And then the other song where Biggie called him and he was fucked up and
You're trying to create another time where you're trying to create a mood, Sammy, in a movie. Somebody has to feel that to write that in there. What I'm saying, what B is saying is think about when the song is hot. Think about how it's placed in TV shows and in movies. And the money that it's generating then. The artist is not seeing it because the person who owns the masters is seeing all the money.
When they play the same track as the More Money, More Problems, is it who is it, Diana Ross, or is it Biggie?
However the publishing breakdown.
No, I'm saying who I know they play that in movies. I'm trying to figure out who.
I'm pretty sure Diana Ross gets majority, or whoever did that song, they get majority of that publish.
I can't remember who did that song though.
The artist makes money on stage.
Yeah,
they said they weren't making a lot of money off their tours either, unless they did it independently.
Well, that's because nowadays they sign 360 deals, so that's not a good look. You get what I'm saying? You say if a 360 deal, that means they get some of everything you do.
Oh yeah, I got that.
Why would you do that? That's not a good business move.
I mean,
I could go make a whole $100 million deal over here that ain't got nothing to do with y'all. I got to give y'all $33 million. That don't make sense. Y'all ain't got nothing to do with this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't signing that.
Hey, that wouldn't make good businesses.
We independent over here at Straight Shooter Podcast. You know what I'm saying? The system will not contain us. We will not allow it.
The revolution will not be televised.
Absolutely not. So right now we lost another soldier to the war, P. Diddy. He's fell victim to the streets. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna keep it moving. We ain't gonna dwell on Diddy.
Let me correct you, B, for Sammy before he has a heart attack. P. Diddy was a victim of his own excess.
Self-imploded.
Self-destructed.
That's what you want to go with, saying he's self-destructed.
He's self-destructed.
He's another black man who fell victim to the system.
Yeah.
Where you put yourself in place to be judged by the system, ain't that your fault?
I ain't gonna let you do that, Sammy.
Nah. Think about it.
You're right. I mean, at the end of the day, we all know the fact of the matter is this: the tape took him out, and the tape ain't even what he was being charged for. But the tape is something that you can't let him go unscathed for. Basically, he's getting punished for past sins because at the end of the day, he's not on trial for that footage. That's not a charge. But that's what everybody's main. But what I'm saying is the main thing that people are mad about is what they saw. They heard what they heard, but you can't unsee what you saw. You get what I'm saying? So it don't look, he had to lay down. That's it. He had to lay down. No other way about it.
I'm good with it.
I would say it started with late dudes. Cassie was like, yo, I got an ultimatum. Here's what it is. And he probably thought she was bluffing, and she put out the tape. Or did the hotel put out the tape? Which one?
Man, I don't know, but I just know we need to move on. You know what I'm saying? That's all I know. We need to move on. So what done happened else in this fun-filled week of chaos in the world that we live in? Where you want to go with it, Sammy?
I'm passing the nut. I get mine together.
I told you, man. I got checked out kind of early in the week because I went
Trump tripping.
Yeah, I went. I had to check in on that government shutdown, man.
What's going on? Inform me, because I really don't know nothing about it.
It's pretty much the Republicans are holding the government up, man, because they don't need anybody votes. They don't need any Democratic votes.
So they got the House.
They got the House and the Senate.
Well, a lot of people don't like that bill that he keeps trying to pass, the budget bill.
That's between Republicans then, Sammy. That ain't got shit to do with any of the duly elected Democratic representatives.
Medicaid cost too was also in it. Yeah, Medicaid cuts.
That's some Republican shit.
But the thing is, all the Republicans ain't going for that shit. They know, yo, man, what are you doing? Some of them are actually looking like, yo, what are you doing, man? No,
Right.
this is wrong.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
So I'm not opposed to the. I hate it for the federal workers and whatnot. If that's where you were going with it, like, yo,
Yeah, it's fucked up for the federal workers, but I mean, that's a Republican representative problem. They in there beefing over they don't want to look bad by agreeing to the damn, I can't think of it right now. The shit they were saying that they were gonna pass. Project 2025. Project 2025. They don't want to be associated. Other Republicans don't want to be associated with Project 2025. So that's why they, like you're saying, that's why they disagree with the Medicaid parts of it. Because now they're actually realizing, to me, this is just my opinion, they're realizing that, oh shit, that's gonna fuck up my constituents if I fuck up their Medicaid, because I have a large percentage of people who receive Medicaid. So that's why they're holding up. That's a them problem, Sam.
Yeah.
They voted for that. They wanted those people they wanted the ICE to be rappelling out of helicopters and all that type shit. That's what they wanted. They got it. They didn't want what the black woman wanted, because, she was controlled by George Soros and, Sleepy Joe.
The one
I ain't gonna
thing,
let y'all disrespect Joe now. Not on my watch. Now that's my man. Now we ain't gonna.
I'm not disrespecting
Joe.
Well,
but he also had, going back to Nut Point, he also had a whole two. There was two that always would vote against what he would vote for. That was Democrats when they had the House, and they had the House, but they didn't have the Senate. But the other thing I forgot it now. I should have wrote it down.
That's why I gave you a pad and a pen.
I don't have it. Oh, one of the things I saw and I made note of when I was looking on the internet on Friday is they were saying things that the government shutdown doesn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying things that the government shutdown does stop. So one of the ones I saw, and I couldn't make sense of it, the government shutdown doesn't stop ICE at all. Doesn't stop.
Why would it?
Doesn't stop, but feel me.
That's because
and
of
we
policy.
in hurricane season, but it stops FEMA.
That's because of policy. That's because of policy, Sammy.
It stops.
That's how they wrote the policy, Sammy.
I get it, man.
Come on, don't bow down.
I mean,
fight back.
I'm just saying, Sammy, it don't make sense.
I'm not into what anything 47 is doing, so I try my best not to pay attention to it unless I know it's going to hit me at my front door.
But that was something, like you're saying, that's something that caught your attention. It was like, why would it not kind of like slow down ICE?
And then, but
in the middle of hurricane season, it's going to cut FEMA from doing their job. So if we have a hurricane, it makes them be able to say that it's your state's fault that you don't have help. And you need help from the federal government? Well, you have to do X, Y, and Z to receive these federal funds. That's not government. That's whatever you want to call it. Because, I don't want to get us shut down. Or I don't want to get, what I'm saying, pop when I walk up out here. B said it, I didn't.
Probably is.
Man, I'm just keeping it real, man.
Because you know what I'm saying?
Too bad. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want the stuff in my closet to come out because they said that I died for the revolution.
They gonna sell you out.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, yeah. So, I'm really not adverse with this subject, but, I will say this. If Trump say he's gonna do something, he does it.
Well, he tries his best to do it. If he says he's gonna do it, he's gonna try his best to do it. One thing I don't like is how he's just conducted himself out of the country and shit like that. Out foreign affairs.
He conducted himself like a boss.
Hmm.
That's how he moving. I mean, he moving like a mob boss, if you ask me. He going around telling niggas what he is and ain't gonna do.
Thank you.
If you don't do what he say the other day, he was like, yeah, they got nuclear stuff, but ours is stronger and better, and we got the best, so they don't want no smoke. Ain't that what he said? Well, I saw that
He
this
said
week.
something to that too.
Something like that. He said he said we're gonna have everybody under control. That's what I heard. Because I don't understand how we got them, but we mad everybody else got them. Like, that makes no sense. That's power. That's ego.
It's ego.
It's control. I don't see us stepping to whatever his name is, Kim Jong-un and them boys over there with that same chest out mentality, because they ain't going for it.
He tried it the first time.
The problem
and nothing happened.
Don't you remember when he said Rocket Man?
And nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, I mean, everybody got them, but you know what I'm saying? Like he said, ours are the strongest. Like, you don't want to test us.
When you're considered as a hostile nation, though, yeah, you have to play nice with them all the time. If you consider hostile and, we don't want to go to war with them because, like, in my opinion, it's just like, we don't know what they'll do.
We don't know what nobody's going to do.
Well, some people are going to have terms of war and whatnot. This is what we're not going to do. But yeah,
the scroll and the ravens have flown. It's no more. What my man say in The Godfather? No more sit downs. No more talking. No more none of that. No, Sonny. No, it's a calm down. No, none of that. That's where it's at now. No sit down. No talking. No nothing.
That's pretty much how it's
Who was that said that?
That was
James,
Sonny talking to Tom.
Yeah, James Caan. He said, hell no, ain't no more sit downs, no more talking, no more none of that, man.
And
no.
that's when Mike fired him. Well, he did. He said, "You're not a warm talk concierge."
Well, then that's what it. Hey, when this war council, you got to be ready. Ain't nobody got time to hear nothing but war. Get up, get away from the table. And Trump ain't playing. He pushing his line.
Nah, he
just pushing the line.
Yeah, as far as he can, but not to put who to push it with.
Yeah,
he don't step to China like that. He don't step to Putin.
That's my point, because he knows that them guys are loose cannons and they'll air them out.
And you supposed to be on the same side as Ukraine, but yet, you tried to publicly embarrass this dude whenever you're around him, Zelensky, president of Ukraine.
I don't know nothing about it. What's that guy name? What's his name? Pooty? What's that nigga name over there? Putin. He ain't messing with him neither. Now they Putin. But Putin be the cleanest, brother. He be in them suits. I'm talking about they don't want. Look, man. Certain people, he remind me of that dude from Bronx Tales. Now, Chaz. Now, that's just how he moved, like Chaz Palmieri to me. Now, that's how Putin be moving.
Putin tried to come in there like he really gonna put hands on somebody.
That's what you feel what I'm saying?
Like,
smooth, calm, like laid back. Like
it ain't even
no
that
game.
type of party, bro. Ain't nobody here to put hands on nobody, bro. But like you saying, when he move in the room, bro, he like, yo, bro, I'll put hands on you, and I'm gonna do serious body injury to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not playing with you, man.
He's well respected.
He tries to keep it that way. He tries to keep it that way. Have you seen him where every year he does a hockey game and he actually plays hockey? But like he's the slowest person in the ring.
Putin that nigga. Man.
But he commanded when he out there. Like you said, it looked bad to somebody who know what people playing hockey look like and all that type stuff.
Yeah.
But now that one plugged up. If you want to sit right there, you know what I'm saying? Just use the chair. Unless you want to sit over here, you get on the camera. All right.
That's crazy. But then, you know what I'm saying? Then towards the end of the week, you know what I'm saying? They said the ICE did this thing in Chicago where they rappelled out of a helicopter onto a building and they held everybody in there. They secured everybody in the building, men, women, and children, bro, and ran their ID. They rappelled out of the sky, man. Like literally, Sammy, that's something that hasn't. That's the same thing.
In the booth.
That's almost like the move thing, Sammy, where the government dropped the
Bombs
bomb.
on in
Oh, my
Philly,
bad.
yeah.
They're right there by the
That is
machine, the beat machine.
insane.
Now, one thing, and I almost forgot it too. Hold on. Now, the one thing I was gonna say, did you see where they had went into the a factory? You know, where a factory and ICE went in there and got like what I want to say it was like
down there. I think it was down there in Georgia.
Yeah. And then what I was gonna say about that was, yo, if they're doing that, you know how Bad Bunny was announced to be at the
and then
they said ICE will be, and this is why he said he didn't want to do tours here in order to keep people from being ICE having raiding his concerts and whatnot. So he did his whole residency in Puerto Rico, right? But he agreed to the Super Bowl. And first, the NFL has said, I want to say the NFL said, don't quote me on that. The NFL said ICE will not be there. But then I think the White House issued a statement said, yo, ICE will be there.
Yeah, that's because they can do that. But who at the Super Bowl
that
is ICE going to arrest besides
these are billionaires and
the
millionaires
people,
in the building?
The people who are parking cars. Is parking cars.
Well, the workers.
And working concession stand or working for a facility in maintenance. Who else are they going to arrest? Because I don't think anybody that's undocumented has the money or is going to use the money to go to the Super Bowl. I don't think they would do that.
Absolutely not.
I just don't, man.
It depends on what no.
They getting crazy. It's just getting crazy, man. All of it together, man. It's just getting wild. Don't make no sense, man.
No, but that was a good point. And I started thinking about, because somebody else has said it too, brought it up, where like, yo, the tax bracket of people in there is going to be documented citizens and shit like that. More than likely.
That's for sure, man. It's for sure, man. It's getting too extreme, man. That's just how I feel, man. That's just my take. That's why, you know what I'm saying, pretty much for anything else, I got to get a floor to something else because I've been, listening to that. You know what I'm saying? I got up this morning and kind of listened to some things, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, man, it's getting wild.
You heard that Al Sharpton this morning. No, that's tomorrow. He tomorrow. Yeah. He come on Sunday now. Al come on Sundays. Yeah. That's Sunday morning. But Sammy, you want to wrap this up, man? Because I'm tired of
we're not a political podcast here. We just had a couple things on the mind right quick.
All right, man. My brother just joined the podcast. Shout out to DB. He in the building. You know what I'm saying? But bro, we had a count wrong. We miscounted, man. Sammy actually won because we counted the Rams game as a win, and the Rams lost to the 49ers. So Sammy beat you by a point. So Sammy was the victor in last week's
count. So you was ready to come here and talk shit.
Yeah, so you didn't win. Sammy won. So where we at now? We done talked about Diddy. We done talked about Trump.
Since we jumped to sports right quick, what about Jay Williams and Warren Sapp?
Jay Williams clapped back with the grown man response. Now, I got to give Jay Will his props.
Y'all got to feel me.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, because Sapp was talking shit about Jay Will. You know what I'm saying? He was like, didn't you lose your career on the motorcycle? So Jay Will did like about a 2-minute clap back talking about how he putting on and doing work in the community and said, what are you doing?
Yeah, how he flipped it. He flipped it to straight what he did as far as business-wise and opportunities he provided and all that. Because you got to think about it. He didn't do anything really reckless when he had his accident. That wasn't anything reckless. It was like a 19, 20, 21-year-old. He just bought a motorcycle. He was basically learning how to ride it.
I got it. But like
now all that, Sammy, he knew what he was doing. He felt like he knew what he was doing. Yes, he could have been like any other athlete and been like, oh, no, man, they ain't never riding a motorcycle until I finish my career. He thought he could do it. That's all I'm saying. He just thought he could do it. Does that deserve, like, kind of like what he was saying, Jay Williams was saying, was that do I deserve to be tore down? Like, yo, bro, like, you trying to make me out to be just a hater.
I'm not trying to tear him down whatsoever, but you saw in one of them videos where he was riding that bike or that motorcycle or whatever, he said they would probably try to find me or fire me if they saw me doing this. Has a video of him saying that as he's on.
That's I said 19, 20, 21-year-old.
But I'm not trying to bash him now. Let me take that. That was a young person at the time, a young man. But now that man grown and he conduct himself a different way.
Yeah.
Unlike Warren Sapp does.
What I'll say is,
but I don't even know. See, but you have stuff about Warren Sapp.
Now, what I'm gonna say
you
about
said not like Warren Sapp.
Now I'm about to say now Warren Sapp done spit on people, done all kind of crazy stuff. Now he
as an adult,
he lucky he ain't got.
As an adult,
he lucky he ain't got his head bust. Let's just keep it 100% because he could have easily got one of them.
No, I'm not trying to defend him. What I'm not trying to do is defend Warren Sapp either. I'm not trying to defend Warren Sapp.
Facts.
But what I will say is this though. At the end of the day, Jay Will, he did what any Duke player I would assume would do. You know what I'm saying? He's a highly intelligent man. He's not gonna fight Big Sapp. Let's get that straight off the rip. Now he's not gonna do that. Now that's not gonna happen. You know. But what I will say is this. I do think he gets a bad rap because I think a lot of people don't value his opinion because of what happened to him. And I think that's the struggle in the fight he deals with. Like, you can't take nothing away from him. He was an excellent NBA, well, not NBA, but college player. And he would have probably did great things in the NBA. It's just he fumbled the ball. He messed it up.
So that was the whole